I was moved and I was inspired today by a 12-year-old, yesterday by David Goggins. That's right. If you don't know who he is, look him up on Google. He's so motivating and inspiring. But at the beginning of the talk, Adapt or Die, he brought a participant up on the stage and he said to the gentleman, put your arms out like this. And the whole exercise was about neuroscience. And he said to the gentleman, just a stranger from the audience, this is how he launched an inspirational, motivational speech that he gave to 3,000 people. He said, I want you to put your arms out like this, and I'm going to push down on top of your arms, and I want you to resist and pull up, and we're going to see how strong you are. And this is David Goggins. He's a big guy, he works out. This was quite a big gentleman that he asked to come up, and the gentleman was pushing with all his might, and David Goggins was pushing down. He couldn't, and he gave the gentleman a clap, and he said, right, now I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to picture the saddest thing you can think of in your life, something that's made you so sad that you would want to fall to tears right now. And close your eyes, take 20 seconds, dead silence, 3,000 people. And he said, I want you to just look at that negativity and open your eyes. 20 seconds later, he opens his eyes, and David Goggins physically moves down to the ground. And he says to the gentleman, I'm taking that bad energy and I'm placing it by your feet. And now I'm going to repeat the exercise. You're going to lift up your hands, and I want to see if you can hold me back. And this wasn't Steven Spielberg stuff. It wasn't coordinated and choreographed, stage planted, all of that stuff, audience planted. Gentleman tried to resist David Goggins and he couldn't, and his hands just sunk to the side. And he said, now, as sad as you feel, he says, that moment like really willing to make you cry. And of course, 3,000 people, he's up on a stage, nerves, emotion, it's all there. And he said to David Goggins, you made me think of something that's really terrible. And it's obvious people have come to this conference to get some motivational, inspirational from one of the greatest in the world. And then said, right now we're going to repeat the exercise. And the same as you came into this hall with a good energy, a positive energy, your strength was all in your arms, I want you to go back to thinking of the happiest things in your life, the things that make you happy, the things you get up for. And he said, I'm going to lift this negative energy now, convert it, put it back over your head and get you all positive again. Take 20 seconds and I want you to think about something positive. And true to our eyes, he could totally 100% resist David Goggins. Now you could say the man's just playing games, but I know what I saw and I know what we saw, but that's not really the point. So I was driving home with my daughter tonight, coming home from their basketball practice, a few girls in the car, and I shared this story with them because one of them had said that they don't think they're good enough to make it into one of the basketball teams. And when I heard that, that really upset me. And the reason I'm sharing this is pure perspective, and I want to thank that little girl. You know who you are out there, starts with a C. I just want to thank you very much for inspiring me to share this, because I realized if I was able to impact you in that little way, and you could see this video, I encourage you to share this with other friends. I'm happy to tell the story in person. I did my best on this video. It doesn't always work that way. But the truth is that it's all about psychology, and it's all about how you feel in the world, and you can take control over that. And if you will it, it will be. So instead of telling yourself, I'm not going to be on the greatest team, vision yourself, see yourself as the A-team plus, and then will it, and you can be. And you know what, sometimes you get let down, and maybe you won't be picked for the A-team, but you certainly won't be on the F-team, that I'm certain of. And not if you see it, and you dream it, and you wish it. And the thing is, if you get rejected, and you get knocked down, the lesson is to get back up, get onto the court, get training, and get out there and make sure you make the A-team. If not this year, next year, and if not next year, the year after, and you just keep going and keep trying until you do. So I want to thank you for inspiring me to share this with more people and having the courage to tell the story. If you don't like the story, too bad. If you don't like David Goggins, too bad. And if you don't know who David Goggins is and you'd like to hear the story, I recommend you read his books. I recommend you listen to him, because you might learn something. Till next time.